What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video was ignited by you. Yes, you, Mike Liu 22. Thank you for the inspiration. I often get questions like, hey, what do you think of what so-and-so said? Or why do you think so-and-so is selling X, Y, and Z cards? These are good questions because it shows two things. One, you're generally aware of what is going on in the market. And two, you're curious and you want to learn. But this is also a big trap you can fall into when you are investing in sports cards. Heck, investing in general. Let me unpack what I mean by that. When Vegas Dave released a video saying that the market is going to crash in the next 2 to 3 years, the entire hobby, the entire collector world went ballistic. They were giving out criticism after criticism, sarcastic comments, mockery of all degree to Vegas Dave. I'm sure you've seen the video too. We all have. And even Golden mentioned in one of his live videos on Instagram that he has watched the video, and while they have a very good business relationship, he doesn't see eye to eye with Vegas Dave on the prospect and the future of the hobby. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with Dave. Gosh, I mean, I'm having so much fun right now collecting, trading, buying, selling, meeting new collectors in the hobby that I only hope that this market continues to grow and thrive and we continue to see more people coming into this exciting hobby. But I do think that a healthy dosage of skepticism in anything is always good. What did Vegas Dave's video make us all do? Regardless of whether we agree with him or not, it forced us to take a break from what we're doing, take a step back from our daily grind and daily hustle and think for ourselves what the future of the hobby should look like or what we want it to look like. We also thought about what improvements do we want to see and do we need to see in order for this hobby to continue to see the profits that it's seeing right now. And we also thought about what would the growth look like when the stimulus checks all run out and people are kind of going back to their normal lives? Are people going to allocate the same amount of time and effort into sports card collecting when things are opening back up and life is returning back to normal? So in all, his controversial video forced us to take a step back and create this thought bubble in all of us to form a personal macro level view of the hobby. Create your own view, not someone else's. You know, I'll be first to admit I'm no expert in trading and I have probably only read a handful number of books on investing, but this is my take on it so far. Investing is primarily driven by fear and greed. Those are the two ingredients. And these two ingredients drive a couple psychological behaviors. Number one, fear of a price drop. Number two, fear of missing out. We often call that FOMO. Number three, greed. Greed which convinces us to hold a position longer rather than selling. So here's a typical response from a novice or inexperienced investor. If the price drops, one would go, hey, let's sell to mitigate loss. If the price increases, let me hold just a bit longer to see more gains. Over the years of investing and many mistakes made along the way, I have learned that this is the complete opposite behavior to success. Instead, when price drops, we should be going, let's buy more. It's on a discount, it's on sale. It also helps reduce the average cost basis of my portfolio. And when the price increases, I would say, hey, I've seen 2x gain on this already. I think it's time to sell and look for other investments that will 2-3x soon as well. This obviously is extremely simplified, but you get what I mean. This way of thinking comes not only through personal experience, but I believe a shift in how you view an investment is critical. I'm a firm believer that when you truly detach yourself from money, right? Do that for 1 second and see it as a means, but not an end, you're able to make better, logical decisions and buy and sell at the right times instead of being driven by fear of missing out, fear of price decreases, panic selling, etc. This line of thought doesn't come easy, of course, but when you remind yourself to have fun in a healthy financial boundary, I believe that it can be achieved by everyone. I want to tell you about a story that Reed Hasting, the current CEO of Netflix, shared in one of the company's all hands with its employees. He shared an ancient Zen story of the tiger and the strawberry, few days after Netflix announced to the world that we're now available globally for internet streaming. You know, there were many roadblocks and things that we haven't figured out yet, but we wanted to instead address the issues head on as they come up, and the Wall Street didn't like that. And this is what Reed said, alluding to this story. Here's this man running from a tiger who is about to eat him and reaches the end of a cliff. He's clinging onto a strong vine and hanging over the side of the cliff while the tiger is pacing above him. The man looks down and sees yet another hungry tiger down below. And then he also notices another tiny mouse which begins to gnaw at the vine. So he's in a very pressured moment where his life is at stake. At that very precise moment, he notices a patch of wild strawberries within his reach. What does he do? He plucked one of them and ate the strawberry. That's the end of the story. We were all left super confused what this could mean for Netflix. Reed simply said at the end of the meeting that there are many eyes prowling over Netflix and just waiting for it to fail. And he encouraged us, instead of worrying or trying to strategize how to get out of the situation, he chose and encouraged all of the employees to choose to appreciate what is in front of us and enjoy it while we can. Long story short, I hope we can all apply the same mentality when it comes to sports card investing. There are many forces acting against us and also for us. While market awareness and maximizing profit, those are all great things, don't forget to eat the strawberry within your reach and find satisfaction in all sizes of wins, whether small or big. It's truly, again, when you detach yourself away from money, but see it as a mean, but not the end, that's when you truly win. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.